Well, decided to get another dive in before the weather hits us again. And obviously wanted to get a good dive before the surf got big. Surf's supposed to get big over the weekend, above 6 feet. So decided to get a dive in today. Today I am using my 360 camera, and I also got some footage on my GoPro, thanks to Jason for helping me out there. It was all kind of a learning dive for me because I have yet to really use the 360 camera to do just a regular dive, a recreational dive. I used the 360 camera with my DPV and didn't really do a whole lot of stopping, and so today I thought I'd use my 360 camera to see if it is as good as a GoPro, and I learned a few things. We are now heading just over the first lip of the canyon wall, and the biggest thing I learned about using the 360 camera is that it doesn't do well when you use a light. It kind of just wants to use its own natural light for video taking. So it's a fantastic tool if you want to get people in the video, but if you shine your light on a fish, it kind of washes it out. I'm sure there's some kind of setting in the 360 that I'm not getting right, but it definitely washes out pretty much everything if you start to record directly looking at the light shining on your object. So the goal was to get to about 110, 120 feet and see what kind of critters we can videotape. So we dropped down and started to look. Today's dive wasn't really full of critters, to be honest with you. Of course, the usual lobster were hanging out in various cracks here and there, but there weren't as many sheep crab as there has been. And maybe because they're anticipating the storm, oh yeah, we found the old spaghetti factory bag that someone left. I actually used to go there a lot during my college years. Water temperature wasn't so bad. It was 58 at depth, and in the shallows, it was a balmy 62, 63 degrees. So I think the water's starting to warm up a bit, but we'll see how things go after the storm. Here's the only sheep crab that we saw during today's dive. It was fairly large. Well, take care, little buddy. See you next time. The usual crab were hanging out. This one was a female protecting its egg and its eggs. And there were a ton of sea anemone. Of course, I love filming sea anemones. These guys are so awesome. Deadly, but pretty. Again, another crab. And the resident sculpin that's hanging out over by Vallecito's Point. Such a beautiful fish. So here's where the Insta360 camera shines when you're trying to video your group together and you're not shining your light in the target that you're trying to record. Nice sarcastic fringe head just hanging out. And I know this is a clam, but this didn't look right when we came upon it. Did about a 40-minute dive. The visibility is quite nice, so I encourage you to get out there before the storm hits. Hope to see you below.